Ghana's 24-hour economy initiative is set to officially launch on Wednesday, July 2, 2025. The program, introduced by the governing NDC party as a flagship policy, seeks to boost job creation and productivity by promoting continuous operations across key sectors. Presidential Advisor on the policy, Goosie Tanoh, speaking ahead of the launch, said Ghana would need about $4 billion in private investment to make the policy successful. He raised concerns over the country's 36% interest rate, warning that it is pushing businesses to relocate to neighboring countries. He outlined 4 key strategies to prevent this, including reducing financial costs, improving logistics, strengthening private-public partnerships, and attracting more foreign investment. The 24-hour economy is anchored on production transformation, market efficiency, and human capital development, with implementation to be guided by programs like Grow 24 and Make 24. Parliament is expected to consider legal backing of the policy to ensure the program's continuity beyond the current government.
Over the next few years is about $4 billion times 10, so 400 billion Ghana cedis. And we hope it stays that way. And most of this is going to come from the private sector. One of the problems that investors have had in working in Ghana, and I'm sure all of you have heard that because of the unpredictable and incoherent incentive regimes and also the high costs of operating in Ghana, including the under-table payments and requests and the corruption, although some companies have left and gone to Ivory Coast, where it's easier to do business. Our aim is to reverse that. And so one of the key components is, 1, a coherent, practical, transparent incentive regime that is based on performance. And as NASA said, with very little discretion. So we remove the corruption component out. You cannot build industry or agriculture with this confusion around land and without enforcement of the relevant provisions of the law that protects investors. So that's number 2. 3, you cannot build an economy, build a private sector with 36% interest rate. It's not going to happen. You may deceive yourself, but it won't happen. And nor can you build an investor-friendly private sector response if the tenor of your loans is 12 months or 24 months. You're looking for patient growth capital that allows for expansion, and that allows for capacity utilization, and that allows for local content raw materials. So you provide land, water, connectivity, because without connectivity you cannot communicate, you cannot move data at a fast pace, and energy. So if you have all these components, then the private sector feels very comfortable to invest.